What's up, guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Once again, powered by my awesome sponsor over at Elgato. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the description down below, there is always a link to my Elgato profile page. Over there, you can learn more about the products that I use to literally make my videos every single day. And we do daily uploads here, so this stuff is literally a part of my content creation arsenal. And I've nearly got the entire product line. So if you want to learn more, check down below in the description to a link to my Elgato profile page. I highly recommend the stuff. Thank you once again to Elgato. And as we get on into the episode, can you do me a small favor? Keep up the crazy hype that's been happening lately and smash the thumbs up on the video. I'm absolutely looking to see 1,000 to 2,000 likes on this one. That'd be great, wouldn't it? And if you can subscribe as well, if you're new to the channel, that'd be really cool as well. So today we can start our episode off by completing some player picks. With the rewards that we got at the end of yesterday's episode in Rivals, just load of non-rares, load of rares. As you can see, I was able to make 4 81 pluses and 2 82 pluses. So we'll see what we can get from these, shall we? Start off with a Brandt, not great. And then 81, 81, 82, that's not great either. But hopefully it can step up just a touch. 82, 82, 81, okay, it's gone up an ever so slight touch, but still the same overall rating. And then we get an 84, and then we move on to our 82 plus player pick. And the very first one I open, I just go ahead and pack MBAPPE. And I am just like flabbergasted. What just happened there? What has happened to this account this week? I actually can't believe it. We're back to MBAPPE on the RTG. So I can now fully be a member of the Rat Gang with Jarzinho and MBAPPE, which feels, I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. But yeah, what I need to do is try not to use them two at the very same time as like Alawiran as well, because that is a real true rat trio, as it's known. You know, we're not being too harsh on anyone here, but that is like the meta sweat of dreams, of course, isn't it? But yeah, so what we will do is when we actually go into like the weekend league or whatever tomorrow, I won't use Alawiran, MBAPPE and Jarzinho all together. I'll probably use MBAPPE and Jarzinho just because they're my two newest players. Might drop Alawiran to the bench and bring in somebody else that could be fun, could be considered not meta sweat. And in order to also try and have fun today, I realized that with all my players here, I could actually build a full icon team, which I thought looked pretty good. So I thought for my Foot Champs playoff run today, I'm going to go ahead and start with this all icon lineup. And it will go into a 4-3-2-1. I think the only sort of weird one there is that I'm going to play Cruyff as the attacking centre midfielder, which ended up not working too brilliantly for me. But at halftime, I can take him off and use someone else. And then obviously this is like my main squad at the moment. I need to, I'll just need to put a position modifier back on Zizou when we go to use him. But yeah, I mean, there's 3 Trophy Titans icons, 2 World Cup icons, 1 Team of the Year icon, 4 regular types of icons, so baby, mid, and prime, and then 1 Foot Birthday icon as well. So all different sorts of types. Have I got every single type of icon in that? I believe so. I've got a baby, a middle, a prime, a totty, a World Cup, and a birthday. And a Trophy Titan. Yeah, I think I've actually done pretty well there. I think I've managed to build an entire icon squad with every single version of an icon in the game. Unless I'm being stupid and just completely missing something, which, hey, there's all the possibility in the world that that's happened. But I get I thought my time finishing was turned off, so I paused the game in my very first one. I queued the pause, and then I scored to went 1-0 up, went to go and change and turn my time finishing back on. and he quit at 1-0, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll take the victory. I wasn't trying to be toxic to pause for you to quit, but thank you anyway, at least. And then, as you can see here, lovely dribbling, just left and right. That's RB dribbling there with Jarzinho, left and right. He moves very fast. He does feel a little bit like that Diaby. There's not many players that feel that good, that agile and stuff with the ball in the RB dribbling, and that Diaby certainly is one of those players that I don't think there's a player on this game that feels better than him at doing it. I don't know why. Maybe like a Pele version would be, like a high-rated Pele version would be someone that moves that well. But yeah, I won a penalty with Jarzinho, took it with Zidane. I just took that insta-quick because I thought my opponent was going to rage quit on me at a draw. And then I scored my best goal yet with this man. At an absolute cracker. Green time power shot. The thing was like going over the bar for so long. And then, I mean, I've been playing a lot of PGA Tour golf game lately. And it's called like a flop shot, I think. And I think Jarzinho's just green timed a flop shot. So I don't know if that's the right golf term. It sounds a bit sus, but yeah, he's hit a worldie there, and we can watch it back again from the highlights section because that was pretty special. Let's have a little look at this goal. So watch it in full speed on just a normal camera. So I don't know how it doesn't get blocked. The defender runs past him, but yeah, what a strike! And then it's green timed, so. Look how high and over the bar that is going, and it just dips under. Oh, that's magnificent from the boy. So I tell you what, that one felt good, because being like completely honest with you, I've got a couple of players in my club that are like 5-star. We've got Cruyff and we've got like Pedro, players that do feel really quite good on this game, and are not like 100 million miles away from someone like Jarzinho. And, I mean, looking at card stats and stuff, like, Drogba is so much faster than Jarzinho. Obviously, he doesn't move quite as well, but the Drogba is just OP to me. Whereas this card, he actually takes quite a bit to get going. And I mean, I'm used to getting the ball with Alawiran or Drogba, doing a step over to get up to, like, full speed, and then just going way past the defenders, using that pace ability. And I don't find that I can do that, really, with Jarzinho. So it's going to be a player that's been it's going to be more of that sort of Cruyff player for me. Maybe he's in the way of, like, setting goals up. Maybe he can whip that ball in for Drogba to header or whatever, or go for a nice little volley. Or just, you know, if I'm in a game where the servers feel all right and stuff, I can be a bit techie and a bit skillful with him. That is going to be my main aim, is to try and score some nice goals and make some good things happen with Jarzinho. But being completely honest with you, feels nothing like a 5.5 million coin card or a 6 million coin card, whatever he actually is. When the market is the way it is right now, and loads of players are dropping in price, you can get extremely similar players or that would be so much better value than that Jarzinho card, that actually like move just as well. And, you know, I guess that's kind of the thing about the Team of the Year icons and the FUT birthday icons, is that because they were promo ones that were actually really difficult to pack, unlike the Trophy Titans ones, which are a lot easier to pack, as we've seen this week. Those two sets of icons, Team of the Year and FUT birthday, they kept such a high price because they are like really cool versions of icons with dynamic images and have boosted stats and boosted skill moves and weak foot or whatever. But they were so rare and so difficult to pack that they've always kept that ridiculously high price. Like that Ronaldinho that's 15 mil extinct, I bet you he's not. I bet you he's as good as a regular MBAPPE on this game that you could buy for 400k. Who, you know, it's just like a rarity thing, isn't it? That's what I think anyway. So, you know, don't sit there and be like, oh, I wish I had this Jarzinho. There's plenty of players out there like it. But it is a scary card, I guess, for my opponents to match up against. But then when they tackle him with ease and realise I'm a bang average player, they're like, oh, this guy just must have got lucky in a pack, right? So next match comes around, I find myself, it was a tough one actually. He was really good. He had a Centurions Neymar and the foot birthday Rooney, who has 5-star skills, and he kept hitting me with this celebration. Eventually, I ended up quitting just because I was 2 goals down, and I think I'd lost the match before as well. And then the next match, I come up against World Cup Pele, foot birthday Cantona, and who was the other one? Oh yeah, just mid R9, casually. That's quite a strike force of skillers to come up against. And I found myself 2-0 down after 18 FIFA minutes. I nearly quit. But I was like, no, he doesn't feel like he's the best player in this game. He's had 2 strikes with a very good strike force. Maybe I can get back into it. I kind of did just that. Like, I got a goal here with Cruyff, and at half-time it's 2-1. And then straight away in the second half, I brought on MBAPPE. So I made my changes like I would normally do in the second half, and brought on some non-icons, I guess, in this full icon team. Scored the goal with Drogba to make it 2-2, and then Drogba knocks it into Jairzinho, and that was some really nice RB dribbling, just simply to pull that ball away from the goalkeeper as he dived down for it, and then I had an open net to hit. And actually, I was able to hold on to that. Had a few more shots, couldn't quite extend the lead, but there's my 4th win, and we're 4-2. So it's not gone the greatest this whole session. But I'm also at the, I'm using a full icon team. Some of those players aren't anywhere near as good as what I've normally got in my main squad. And I sometimes struggle with my main squad. What I realized is that it's quite difficult to try and build a fun team with players that you've got and try and have a lot of fun, because most of the time you're coming up against people that are just going to be using their full-on sweat squad and sweating with their main team, which is absolutely fine, of course. This is, after all, the competitive game mode. But I was trying to just do something a little bit different, rather than, like, today we packed MBAPPE, go straight into games with MBAPPE, Aloiran and Jairzinho and just be the Rat King. I thought, hey, we'll go with a full icon team. I've just realised as we've been filming this video that it encompasses every single icon card type, which is also pretty cool. And yeah, we'll try and have fun that way. So, get a victory there. That's 5 wins. I've got 3 matches left to get 1 more win to get the slightly better rewards. And we go on into a game against Anti-Meta. This guy was, I have to say, I rate him because he was a good skiller. And he had players, like, he really was sort of like anti-meta. He was using, like, Papan. And, yeah, he had, like, Ribery and stuff. But not necessarily all of the generic players that you would always see sweating against you. I liked how he played, and I felt like his 2 goals were very dodgy and like reboundy and stuff like that, but I felt like he deserved the victory, and because I wasn't desperate for it, I thought we'll quit at 2-1 there. He seemed like a good FIFA player and deserved of his victory, despite how dodgy the goals looked. And actually, in the very next game, we get it's not quite a 2-0 rage quit. I thought I was getting a 2-0 rage quit after 6 minutes, but actually it took until 8 minutes to get a 3-0 rage quit as Jairzinho just green times a chip over the top of the goalie. Of course, yeah, that's gonna result in a rage quit, and there's 6 wins, and that is FUT Champs playoffs completed. So I will be able to play the weekend league for you in tomorrow's episode and the day after or whatever, and we'll try our best to get up to 11 wins and not bottle it, all of that good stuff. I've got an idea of someone I want to buy for the squad to enjoy this weekend. You won't be able to guess the player, but you can feel free to leave a comment down below. It would be an icon that I'd be looking to buy to potentially have some fun with, in the weekend league. Please leave your predictions down below. And as you can see, unfortunately, we're not even getting lights up in our reward packs for FUT Champs playoffs. A rare gold pack didn't get it, mega pack didn't get it, and actually the last mega pack, no lights up again. So no boards or walkouts or icons or Mbappes from these packs. Am I complaining? Absolutely not. It just seemed quite odd that we didn't at least get an 83. Who cares, though? We've had ridiculous luck. So, yeah, the full icon team got the job done. Rio does feel very, very good. Lahm felt a little bit weak, which is to be expected. He's very small and doesn't have much strength at all. Zidane and Xabi Alonso were good in the midfield. Cruyff wasn't really a centre mid, but I always enjoy when I'm using him anyway. Drogba and Eto'o, as OP and ridiculous as they always are. And then the boys that came off the bench were all pretty decent as well. That's a solid bench when you look down at that. But we'll switch it back to the main squad. Like I said, I think there's one player here that we'll take out and replace with an icon to enjoy with the weekend. Let me know who you think that might be, and you'll find out in tomorrow's episode. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed today, do me a favour, hit the thumbs up button. 2,000 likes is what we're aiming for. And of course, subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Thank you. And follow me on social media. The links are down below. Twitter, Insta, TikTok. Been very active on all of them lately. Would love to see your follow over there. Come and send me a picture of your squad or your best packs and all of that type of thing. Have a good one. Take it easy. Stay safe and healthy. See you tomorrow. Peace.